What up, YouTubers? So I'm doing this one because this one's real from my childhood, and there's no way there are bands covering this up, and it's misspelled. Like, he never said "beam me up, Scotty." You know, that's like one of the most notorious quotes of any show. Like, remember when you were kids, beam me up, Scotty, beam me up, Scotty, you know, when you want to disappear. And I know this has been addressed before in the Mandela effects, but I just can't believe, because I saw one. Yeah, it's not on my video, but I saw. I think its name is something Takei. He played Zulu, I think. Which he clearly says as "Beam Me Up, Scotty." So I found this band, Plan B, "Beam Me Up, Scotty," and "Beam Scott Up, Scotty." You know, and in the comments, all the people, they never say, "Hey, you're saying it wrong." If you're a troll, this is like troll gold. You know, you could, just make fun of this guy, but not just that. You know, I found this guy as well.
When you think about teleportation, it's the Star Trek idea. Beam me up, Scotty.
See? Beam me up, Scotty. And the lyrics here. Beam me up, Scotty. And another one, I think this is the Big Bang Theory. Not a personal of mine, but
stolen. Why don't you ask Scotty to beam you up?
I know sometimes they say in the series, "Scotty, beam me up," not "beam me up, Scotty," but I think this is a real good example. Let me just check out if there are some memes. Honestly, this is not like one of them videos of reaction or some shit, because they are fucking fake and annoying, those videos. Beam me up, Scotty. I mean, so how could so many people would got this wrong? It just beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. I'm about... Okay, beam me up, Scotty. Beam us up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Not a winner, beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. I love Star Wars. It's just stupid. Beam me up, Scotty. Bum me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Someone should have told Scotty he's dead. Okay. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up. Beam me up. Beam me up, beam me up, beam me up. Beam me up. Please beam me up, Scotty. 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 It's like you don't even found another reference to the sentence "beam me up, Scotty." Beam me up, beam me up, beam me up. Jim, beam me up. This one's quite funny. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Spocky. It's like you cannot find memes with what it does not say. I'm guessing maybe "beam me up, Scotty" is going to be a flip flop. That's the only reason I found. Another thing is happened to me today. Is like one of them situations when someone talks to you like they know you for a long time, and they have hang out with you in the past, but you have no recall of who they are. I don't know if this could be a Mandela effect, but because most of the times people say we were at a party, high or maybe drunk or maybe both, but happens to me a lot in the past and now happened to me today as well. Was I going to a job interview? The guy looked at me and then he looked twice and he was like, "Hey," and I was like, I didn't respond. I just ignored him and walked. But he looked at me like with such enthusiasm, like he know me. But I was like, no, I'm not gonna fall into that. I didn't talk to him back. So the Beam Me Up Scotty, I know was a major one when I found it, but on later days, I think it had been completely ignored, which to me was wrong because Star Trek. Come on, who doesn't grew up seeing Star Trek and saying "Beam me up, Scotty, beam me up, Scotty, beam me up, Scotty"? That would be like if you find yourself in an awkward situation with your girlfriend or something, you'd be like playing ironic, "Beam me up, Scotty, take me out of this situation." So lately strange because this is a major Mandela effect, and the problem is I think people is not addressing it enough. I know I remember that I saw it once or twice and people were like, yeah, put it like they put more emphasis on Meyer or Meyer, winners. I think it's like they say in the past Meyer, because a renowned guy from the mafia, Meyer Lansky, and you would say Meyer like Meyer, not Mayer, Meyer, not the same thing. But the Beam Me Up Scotty, if you guys have found any, check out my other videos where I can about 3CPO, about how he's flip-flopping back where he's all gold. Started with the shiny leg, the silver leg, then the silver knee, not silver knee, but that side of that part of the leg silver, and then his foot was all gold. Now he's turning all gold again, which is I think it's incredible. But another thing about Mandela Effect, why they're doing this in such a minor scale? Are they like preparing us from a major Mandela Effect? Like maybe Kennedy never died, Kennedy was black, Martin Luther King was white. I don't know what they're up to, but it sounds something really fishy. But I agree with some people, like in the 2012, the Mayan calendar wasn't just, the world didn't end. Maybe something happened to the world in a spiritual way. And maybe people that say that us that feel the Mandela Effect came to this frequency and reality for a reason. And I noticed something. Now every time I put up my thoughts and effort on something, they come with way faster results than they used to. Like I wasn't not really depressed, but I was like in a downer. And this guy on Twitter used to send me, this uplifting tweets about put some action into it. And last Sunday, for some reason I felt like it. So I just was like, what up? So I had my folder with all my CV pictures, stuff I did in the past, and I just sent 3 or 4 applications for jobs. And what happened was an enterprise that I really wanted to work in the past. They were the first ones to call me. I sent it on Sunday, today is a Monday, and they called me. I went to the interview. They was awesome. They really liked me. So if I get selected to the job, I'll say something. But the thing is that on those subjects, I'm getting a lot more faster response than I used to, and that when was the same time that that guy saw me in the parking lot, and he was like, "What?" And then it was like, "Hey, man," and I was like, "Dude, not again," because I had those experiences in the past, and you know, it's really strange because you don't really remember someone, and they remember having a great time with you. I'm not saying it's a Mandela effect, maybe just an effect from being drunk and being high at the time. And then you just remember it as well, because I have some previous experience where I was at the same state, drunk, high, and I remember everything that happened that night. So when people came up to me and talked to me like they know me forever, and I have no recall of ever talking to them, it's really strange. But anyway, I just want to point out this Beam Me Up, Scotty, because apparently people are not paying too much attention to this one, which I think is not the biggest one. I think what they call it's the saint is the guy from the giant check, and in Portugal as well we have some not parodies but reference to it when people came to you with a big check, and I think they got that from the US guy that used to do that from I don't remember why, but $1 million or something. So if you remember any of that, if you have any residue from Beam Me Up, Scotty, like I found on this cover band, why would they have 20 almost 21,000 views and no one was like, dude, you got the title wrong? No one. And you can see the replies are for 6 years ago, 7 years ago, before the Mandela Effect was a thing. I don't know if that has something to do about it, but I think it has. So just comment down below and subscribe, because by subscribing I can reach other people. Because I thinking this is becoming kind of an elite. Only 4 or 5 people are allowed to cover, and only their opinion values on the Mandela Effect. I don't think that's fair. I think everyone is entitled to an opinion, to a point of view, because loads of Mandela Effects I remember, some of them through to me are just plain stupid, like Reebok. I remember since kid Reebok being REEBOK. So some people say now is Reball or something. I'm just that's plain stupid. The one because I used to love those shoes. It's Skechers with a T. It's not Skechers. It's Skechers. And also one of the big ones. Aside from Luke, I think Luke, I Am Your Father was the one I was like, Jesus, no. The one that got me into the Mandela Effect was I was watching the Sex and the City one, and I had one of my best friends at the time is a girl, Maria, and she's a diehard fan. She's like a diehard fan of the series. So I was like, if anyone can get this right, it's Maria. So I text her, Maria, what's your favorite TV series? Please spell it in English. And she replied, God, you're doing the Mandela Effect. I'm totally freaked out. And that was like, dude, this is not some conspiracy, this is real. So I want to know your opinion. Please comment down below and subscribe. Okay? I was not aware that subscribing is a way to get to other people. That's the only reason I'm watching. I'm asking you please subscribe. Okay. So God bless you all, and keep up the good work, guys. Okay, and thank you.